I thought the pressure was gone. I thought it was going to ease up this week.
What would you think that?
Because I prayed. And I prayed twice.
And what happened?
Life said cute. Anyways, and threw me 3 new deadlines. A bill I wasn't expecting. And a text that started with, you already know, we need to talk.
Oh, yeah. We're in the bonus round.
Bonus round?
Yeah. Yep. Just that. You know, when the pressure doesn't just apply pressure, you start doing choreography now.
Bro, my stress has an 8 count.
Mine has a fog machine.
Goodness. And yet here we are, still showing up, still trying to trust God while everything around us is giving season finale cliffhanger.
Welcome to Relajando En Serio.
This is Under Pressure Part 2.
Well, because apparently the pressure had more to say.
So let's get into it.
Let's do it. What up, what up, what up?
What's happening here, Relajando family?
Que lo que mi gente?
This is your brother Joey.
En Gio.
Y estamos
Relajando.
en serio.
Seriously?
Joking.
Podcast.
Coming straight to you.
From studio.
Studio?
Studio.
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 The studio studios.
Yeah. It's like,
and más constante in the last 6 weeks.
I mean, it's good. It's good though.
Yeah.
At least we have a place.
Yes.
You know, that's good.
While things get renovated.
Yes.
It's a process though.
It's a process.
Renovation.
You know, we under pressure.
No, you know what it is? We need to put the contract under pressure.
That's what it is.
That's what it is, man.
We have to make pressure to the landlord.
We need to tell them, listen, if you don't get this done, there's going to be penalties.
Yeah. That's true though.
$500 a week.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that though.
Yeah.
So instead of us paying, we get paid.
Yeah. Yeah. Damages.
Yeah. That's true.
Damages.
Inconvenience, damages.
Yeah.
You know, we have to pay another room.
That's right.
You know,
We gotta
use. Oh man.
And then we gotta disrupt, things that are happening.
Yeah.
This is.
I can't, man.
This is unreal. This is unreal.
It is unreal. It's a lot of pressure though.
There's a lot of pressure.
But we're gonna go through. We're gonna come out victorious.
Yeah.
And
shine bright like a diamond.
Ooh. Like a dime.
Exactly.
Oh man. So what's up, man? How was your day?
My day was busy, man.
It was busy?
It was busy.
How busy can it be?
Round 2 busy.
Round 2 busy?
Ding.
Oh.
And fight.
Man, I see, I drove by the city today and there's a lot of stuff happening.
A lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, fixing.
Yeah. Doing a lot of fixes.
Yeah. So that's good though.
They call me the fixer.
Ooh, the fixer-upper.
Yeah, the fixer. Not the fixer-upper.
Oh,
the
not
fixer.
the fixer-upper.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Just a fixer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because others mess upper.
Oh my God.
I'm the fixer, man.
This guy, bro. This guy.
So how things that work for you, man?
I mean, they're working out pretty good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Summertime.
Summertime is good.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like summer. Yeah. It feels like a break. I'm just working at home and stuff.
Gotcha.
Around the house, yard. And
so you're on the honeydew.
Yeah.
The honeydew list.
Yeah. You know, you have to take care of it though.
That's right. That's right.
So,
and the good thing is you get 2 months dedicated just to do that.
Yeah. So I can take like a day for each thing.
Yeah.
So I don't have to rush.
Dang, man, you're gonna have a nice house, nice yard by the time you're done.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah.
If he's not done with me first.
All right, that's true. That's true.
Oh man. No, but it's good though. It's a much needed break.
Yeah.
Like I said, like I don't see it as a break because there's still stuff that I have to do and whatnot that I don't get to do during the week. Yeah. When I'm working because church and stuff like that. I'm getting after work and family and all that stuff. So in the mornings, to keep the routine in the afternoon kind of like the same, that's when I do the most.
Gotcha.
And stuff like that.
So you're doing the most.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm already exhausted.
Why do the most, man?
Because why do the least?
Well, you could do the best.
Exactly. And I don't want to wait till tomorrow when I can do it today.
That's right.
So
because we don't know if tomorrow's guaranteed.
Exactly. Or tomorrow I can just sit on the couch and just do nothing.
True.
So
just be under pressure.
So I feel like I'm on pressure right now.
Yeah.
Under pressure, like
yeah. So tell me, man, how is it that you're doing this podcast and you're in the Dominican Republic at the same time while I'm in the great state of Florida?
You know, man, we have good internet connection.
Yeah.
Technology now is up the roof.
But we're in the same studio is what I'm saying.
Oh,
is this a hologram?
don't tell anybody, okay?
Don't tell anybody?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But we got the latest technology.
Yeah. Transport.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Phew.
So I just have to put like my 2 fingers in my forehead and teleport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw they're coming out with Masters of the Galaxy,
Oh, for real?
the He-Man movie.
Oh, yeah. No.
You saw it?
When is it coming out?
Let me see. It might have came out already.
Oh, no. We should go watch it.
Let me see. Masters of the Universe. Perdón. So it says it releases June 5th.
Oh, June 5th.
Yeah.
So it's what?
Last week. It released last week, man. Or 2 weeks ago.
We should actually
Right?
like go to the past.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
So we should go to the past and
And go watch it on release
and
day.
go watch it. Yeah. And then come back and comment on it.
Yeah. But on June 5th, I had my daughter's graduation, so I couldn't make it.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, I was going to say, how was it? But I was there.
Yeah, it was great, man.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was it for you?
It was good. Though. I was excited. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I was super excited.
So it sounds like we're under a lot of pressure here because this conversation
it feels
seems
like,
very
and even though like I had like my mushroom coffee.
You had the mushroom coffee again?
Yeah. I still feel like under pressure right now.
Did you start thinking about different things again?
I'm feeling that right now. It's kicking in. Yeah. He's like, I don't know. It takes a little bit of time. Like,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Familia, thank you so much for tuning in today. We have an episode where we will be continuing our conversation that we had last week. So bear with us here. We're getting to our content, we promise. In the meantime, if you need to find us, if you need to follow us, if you need to get more content and see our historical podcast, you could always check out Spotify,
Yeah.
YouTube,
TikTok,
Instagram,
Facebook,
X.
YouTube.
Said that.
Oh, you said that?
Yeah, I said that.
Rumble,
Rumble. Yeah.
X,
Yeah. iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio,
Apple
Yeah.
Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts.
We're everywhere you want to find us.
Yeah, anywhere. Intune.
Yeah.
So anywhere.
Yeah. Viva la Radio.
Vibra Radio, like anywhere. Like you just have to like open up your phone, your computer, your tablet,
Right.
and just write down in there like on Google search.
Yep. And there we are.
Relajando en serio.
That's right.
And boom, we there.
That's right. So let's jump right into the conversation. Because
Let's jump in.
last week you kind of cut me off.
Oh, I'm so sorry, man.
That's all right, man.
I'm sorry.
I know, sometimes my billable hours can get expensive. And so
Yeah.
you got to cut me off.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't have the budget though.
Yeah. Cause you know how it is. My rate goes up after the second hour.
Yeah, no, you're expensive though.
I don't try to be, but
But you are.
I know who I am.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
you're not acting?
I'm not acting.
Okay.
I'm not acting.
So you're just under pressure?
I'm just under pressure.
Okay. So let's go ahead and release some pressure then.
So let's do that. Let me ask the question
Yeah, and I will answer.
because
maybe.
people are dying to know.
Okay.
No. So last week you asked me regarding pastors and churches and different churches and
Yeah.
irreverent necessarily of the sizes of churches,
Mm-hmm.
right? What pressures can pastors feel? Or do you think they feel
Oh,
leading and shepherding and trying to per se grow the church and whatever that growth may look like?
I mean, my first question will be, where their heart is, right? Like, what will be like kind of like their goal?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because pressure can be, just like society can put a lot of pressure, the system, and I'm not talking about like the worldly system, the Christian system.
Okay.
Could put a lot of pressure. I mean, every pastor that I can know nowadays has social media.
Yeah.
Just that is a lot of pressure because you open and then if your algorithm is based on, Christian content, that's all you're going to get. And you're going to get all the, the mega churches, the churches that are like doing crazy things and all these things. So it's a lot of pressure when you look around and you be like, oh man, I only have this amount or my church is this small. I don't have that LED, or, you know what I'm saying? Like things like that. So you start putting that pressure. And why I asked then, like, where your heart is, like, because that would determine everything, like if your heart is on that, on, number or measuring, success, pastoring based on that, then there's a lot of pressure, that you're going to get a lot of pressure because, the competition is huge. It would put it that way, right? Competition. Just here in Florida, we have thousands of churches. Just in one street, we have 4 churches. Like one right next to the other one. So in a way, it's kind of like a competition thing, right? Now, if your heart is in the right direction and you don't care about those things, but to actually bring people closer to God and have them have an encounter with Him and transformation, then it will eventually will happen, but it will be like organic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you won't have pressure because you're not thinking on it, about that. You're not pushing that. You're not working towards, filling up the chairs, because at the end of the day, that's not your goal, right?
Yeah.
So it's your goal is with the ones that are in there, like disciple them and things like that and yada yada. But I feel like the biggest pressure is yourself. Your ego type of thing.
Gotcha.
Like you have other colleagues, and maybe they talk. And maybe they say like, like last week we have 1,500.
Yeah.
And then you hear like in the same table and thinking like, well, we only have 200.
Yeah.
And that was because we have like, like a presentation of, baby presentation. So,
yeah.
Most of these people weren't, members of the church. Right. So I feel like that can contribute to pressure, and stuff like that. But I feel like on that, like if I remember correctly, like I think like the question per se wasn't much on that aspect. It was more like, what's your thought on why some churches grow?
Yeah.
And some other ones, like why some churches grow fast in such a short time, but then some other ones, they have like probably like twice or triple the years of that one.
Mm-hmm.
They still remain like kind of like with the same amount of people.
Yeah. So
like,
you remember I answered that. You
did?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a long time.
It's been a week, right?
And I was under pressure.
You were under pressure.
Yeah. So
yeah, no, I think my response to that one was, you have the churches that I feel in number grow the most are multi-generational and multicultural.
Oh yes, right? I remember now.
And so when you have pastors that can relate to different cultures, it's an attractor in the sense of you can get people of different walks of life that find you relatable. Right.
Okay, I can see that.
It's the reason why, whether you like him or not, if you listen to Joel Osteen, there's something about the way he brings the word,
right,
that is easy to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like what he talks about is relatable. We'll talk about a businessman, or he'll talk about a family situation, or he'll talk about something with his kids or with his parents. You know what I'm saying? And so it's something that people of all walks of life can kind of relate to. And I feel like from what I've seen, kind of, because we talked about like the Philip Anthony Mitchell situation and all that. What I've seen is that when you can do that, it tends to make people feel welcome.
That
right?
makes sense.
And so people are not so inclined to go where they maybe culturally fit in. Because really, that's really what happens, right? I think there's a lot of people that are called by God. Do I think there's people that call themselves? Absolutely, right? Years ago, we did so many pastors, so many churches.
Yeah,
remember that? Which at the time was actually one of our higher viewed episodes. I thought it was actually a really good episode. If you've never seen it, go check it out. And I'm looking over there again, like if there's a camera, but that's fine. It's just I'm tired. But so. There's relatable pastors. And then there's other pastors that I believe are called to pastor, say, older people.
Right.
They're called to pastor younger people. They're called to pastor specific demographics.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why those people are attracted and they go there, because old people need pastors.
Right.
Young people need pastors.
Yeah.
Right. And so people normally go where they feel community. And so if you feel, right, if it's culturally driven, and so there's a lot of Puerto Ricans there, or there's a lot of Central Americans there, or there's a lot of, it's because it's a culture thing. And so churches like that, I feel, don't necessarily grow as much in number because of just, it's the specialty, if you will.
I mean, I can see that, right? Like, and I truly like agree with that. But now I do believe also too that it has to do also with the head pastor, right? Like, because I do believe that, you know, God is not going to allow, you know, something to happen knowing that, let's say, for example, like He's not going to bless us if we're not ready.
Correct.
You know, to deal with the blessings.
Correct.
If we're not mature enough to deal with situations, you know, X or Y. So, you know, we're going to feel like we're stuck and we're not growing. Yeah. But it's just not because He doesn't want to bless us or anything like that. It's just because we're not ready. So on that scenario, like, like you can have like a lot of like relatable pastors or, you know, speakers and stuff like that. The people will feel like related with their story. But, you know, what happened if, because per se, like, you know, you said like, you know, some of them, they're not being called, but like we seen their growth. Yeah. And it is very clear that it's just like, you know, like, dude, like, what are you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the theology is completely wrong and things like that, but they still like blowing, you know? Yeah.
So my initial answer was in regards to a healthy scenario church. Yeah. Right. You have a lot of healthy churches, whether big or small.
Right.
So that was more towards
the healthy ones.
Right. In the healthy aspect of churches. Because I've known a lot of leaders that are good, Christ-centric, very good teachers of the word, very good orators. Yeah. But they have a group that's faithful to them, big or small, and that's their group, right? But you asked the question about pastors and whether they're relatable but not called. Right. I think you will always have that. Part of that is a lot of people have itchy ears. Right. When you look at the book of Acts, there was a group of people, and I believe it's when I want to say maybe in Acts 17. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. Where it says that people wanted to hear new things, right? They wanted to hear new things. And so you will always have a group of people that, whether a pastor's called or not, or whether a person's called or not, they'll be attracted to that person because that person could be making stuff up. Right. And attracting a crowd. Doesn't mean that what they're preaching is the word of God. It doesn't mean that what they're preaching is even biblical. Right. It could just be motivational. Right. Right. Because you have a lot of motivational speakers. Absolutely. That think they're preachers. A lot. And they're not preachers. Yeah. They're just motivational speakers. Right. I'm talking to you about how good life can be and how you can better your life and stuff like that. Well, you know, there's a lot of life coaches. There's a ton. People make tons of money on that now. Oh, yeah. But there's a difference between a life coach and a pastor. Yeah. And so what we need to be careful with is, do we have itchy ears? And is that why we're attracted to quote unquote relatable people? Or are we in a place that's a Bible-based church? Right. That, quite frankly, sometimes Bible-based churches don't grow exponentially. They grow in word, they grow in maturity, they grow in missions, they grow in giving, they grow in it's like Gallo. I think John tells Gallo, right, that you may prosper as your soul prospers. Right? I may never be rich, but my soul's healthy. Right. I'll be healthy. right? And there's literally scientific data that goes to if your soul is good, your body is likely going to be good.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? You're likely to exercise. You're likely to be in good health and good condition because your soul is healthy.
Right.
Right. And so when a church has a healthy soul, it doesn't matter the size. But it does matter the obedience.
Exactly. Yeah. So then do you believe that it could happen that a mature pastor, like, I would say that truly, is a pastor and it has a good relationship with God and all that stuff. And, it could be that, like, not necessarily your church will grow, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I'm explaining my
Yeah, no, I think part of that too is, and I think you alluded to it a little earlier. Everything has to do with capacity.
Right.
Right. You could be a great pastor.
Right.
But your cap might be 300.
That makes sense.
Right. God knows what you can handle.
Right.
Do I think that there's opportunities where people can add capacity? Absolutely.
Right.
Right. You have a house. Your house, for example, has 3 bedrooms. You have enough house for you and your family.
Right.
Right. You have room for you and your wife and one each for your kids.
Yeah.
You have 2 kids. If you were to grow your family, you would run out of rooms. Right. So you could either choose to live in the house that you have constrained, or you can choose to expand your house.
Right.
Or you can choose to buy a bigger house.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Right. But you have options.
Yeah. At that point. Yeah.
And so what happens in certain occasions is, and I look at it in this format because this is kind of my job, right? This is the field I work in. If you've exceeded your capacity, you need to build new infrastructure, right? If you've exceeded the roadway capacity, you need to build more lanes.
Right.
If you've exceeded the roadway capacity, you need to build a new road, right? And so how that happens is you have to ask for help to build that. And you need to build a team and expand a team so that your team can create this new capacity.
Exactly. Yeah.
To grow.
Yeah.
Right. For example, you have churches that only fit 300 people in their church. So they have a greater membership because they have a core team.
Yeah.
And they have capacity leadership wise and organizational wise to continue growing, but they outgrow their building. Right. So what they do, they go to 2 services. They go to 3 services.
Yeah.
Once you can no longer make more time because you've built more capacity of services.
Right.
Now you need to do what? You need to buy a new building and expand the building. And so a lot of it has to do with also organizational.
Right.
But that deals also with leadership and delegation.
Yeah, because I was going to say that, like, at the end of the day,
every scenario is different.
Right. Yeah, because at the end of the day, I was going to say that, like, it has to be with the person in charge. Like, that the growth can be happening, but if the person in charge is not seeing it that way, or being organized or utilizing the right resources,
right,
and building a team, then is gonna, it's not gonna expand. Even though, like, if the nature of it is calling for it, it won't happen.
Right.
So then that brings me to the point that not necessarily, like, number means or success. We cannot measure success based on number.
No, I never would.
Right.
I never would.
Gotcha.
Right. Think about it this way. I would never, if I only have one child, I would never measure my success as a parent by the number of my children.
Right. But and the reason why I said that and it's kind of like a battling in my mind is because I've heard a lot, where God is, there's expansion, there's multiplication. So what if, we cap and, we're working with what we work.
Yeah.
So then you're saying that, like, God is not there. You see my point?
Yeah.
Like,
I would never dare to say that.
There's a lot of examples even in the Bible that, we're talking about multitude of, people.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, we cannot compare back then with now. Back then, it was very, like, it wasn't we didn't have that many churches, right? Like it wasn't like popular.
Un pueblo tenía una iglesia.
Exactly.
Right.
So obviously you're going to have 5,000 people.
That's why you get First Baptist Church of this city.
Right.
Because
So
that was the first one.
the first one. Yeah.
Right.
So, but nowadays we have so many churches that, gather 5,000 people in a town that is 5,000 people.
Yeah.
When you have 20 churches, you're not going to get like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so obviously I can see
if God called me the pastor and called you the pastor, you wouldn't be okay with us being like in the same plaza?
why we don't unite ourselves.
Because he called you and he called me.
So when he comes for the bride, he's going to come for you first and then for me.
No.
So,
but you have your church. I have my church.
Oh, I thought it was like his church.
Oh, yeah. People forget about that.
Yeah, man. You kind of you were putting pressure on me, man.
I had to do a little dinger right there.
God.
A little zinger.
And he's like, I cannot play with him. He's a planner, so like he knows more than me about that. Like he know what he's talking about. I was like, well, let's join forces.
All right.
No, man. Like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like a topic that kind of like. It's still in my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I don't think that way. I don't try to think that way either. But there's the pressure.
Yeah.
Of that. Like, you're in ministry and you have that pressure from your leader, from whoever around. And it's just like, oh, you have to, prove to people. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it gets to the point that you start doubting because you don't see, per se the growth on number.
Right.
And, but then you took the eyes from the growth internally on each person.
Yeah.
So it's just like, but it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's sickening. It's like, it's destroying the body of Christ, the church per se, because now is we turning everything into a business, model, like the pyramid.
Performance.
Yeah.
Performance based.
Yeah.
KPIs, key performance indicators.
Yeah.
And one of the indicators is how many people are coming to the church.
Mm-hmm.
Right. When you look at when we revisit the book of Acts and the primitive church, there's a saying in there where it talks about the growth of the church, where it says, and the Lord would add the number to the church.
Why?
As he saw it fit.
Mm-hmm.
Keyword. As he saw it fit.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, there's factors to that.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a minister, you're a pastor, and you want your church to grow, what are you doing different? Right? If you want to see a numerical change, right, you may be a great teacher. You may develop leaders, right, in your home church, and you may grow their spiritual maturity.
Yeah.
But if you want to see a greater number of people, the harvest is ready. Are you going out?
You touching my heart because I was just going to interrupt you again,
right?
And kind of like said,
are you as the pastor? Are people seeing you out in the mission field, the local mission field? Are they seeing a pastor go and meet the need and talk to them,
right? And
meet them where they are, not them meet the pastor where the pastor is.
Exactly. Yeah.
So there's an element to that where it's like, okay, what are you doing? Are you creating connections with organizations that reach people?
Yeah.
That maybe you're not going directly to meet the people, but they're the bridge between you and meeting those people.
Exactly.
Right? Because you have places like Teen Challenge, you have places like food pantries, you have places like food shelters.
Yeah.
That are there and people are coming to them. And so if you get involved in that and people start to see your heart and see where you are and that you're willing to step out of four walls and expand your mentality of, hey, this is more than just a building. This is more than just a place of gathering. This is a community.
Yeah.
This is a church. This is the body of Christ.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I feel like we have forgotten the entire message, right? Like Jesus came to serve, right? Not to be served.
Right.
And I feel like when you call, is because God had put something in you that is to die to yourself, and submit yourself to His will, meaning that now you on, to serve people, right? To care about people, whether you know them or no.
Yeah.
And I mean, it breaks my heart to even the fact that I can think about, that it's just like when we want growth, like subtracting everything that we have, like said right now, like everything that you said, like community, people, whether they come here or no, it is. Can I be transparent?
Go ahead, man.
I feel like everything is about the economic aspect of the church, and that's what I said. Like we have like commercialized the church and prostitute the church.
Yeah.
It's like, if you come and become a member and you do your tithe and your offering, then, I can call you, a son, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, or you have the ability to call me Papa or whatever, daddy or whatever it might be, you know what I'm saying? Like,
don't say that again.
I'm sorry. It's just like, there's churches that do that. They call the pastor like Papa. Or, daddy or whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like I strongly believe.
Cut him out. Cut him out there.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Pedro, cut him.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but because my thing is, when you hear all these preachers and stuff like that, like talking about number, like in my head, it's just like, well, you want to cut the pressure of paying the bill, the pressure of, not having a salary, and all these crazy things about number, right? Economy, versus like understanding your calling and knowing that you don't need to, fill up the room in order for bills being paid. Being paid, rather than, like, let me do the will of my Father, trust in Him. And whether we open, like the big sanctuary or the small sanctuary, He's going to provide.
Yeah.
He's going to take care of the rest.
Right.
And it's like you said, like, I don't feel we're being called. I mean, even the simple calling, our first call, that we all been called to do is just go out.
Yeah.
Right. And preach the gospel, like, preach the good news. Is not gather people and then tell them.
All right.
Just go out and talk about it.
Yeah.
Care about people. And that's kind of like
Jesus preached to the 5,000 like He preached to the lady at the well.
Yeah.
He didn't care. It wasn't about the numbers.
Exactly.
Right. When you look at the financial aspect of it, when you analyze that statistically, it doesn't matter how many people you have in your church. 15% of people are typically the ones that tithe and support a church. Think about that. The rest of the 85%,
they play a rookie,
right? Or they just give pennies on the dollar, if you will, right? So realistically, adding more people doesn't necessarily always equate to adding more funds or adding more finances to a church. The other thing that I kind of want to share and look at is everything grows in a sense.
Yeah.
Even cancer grows.
Yeah.
Right. And so sometimes numbers don't mean good.
Well, yeah, I know.
Right. Because if you have weeds growing as opposed to wheat.
Yeah.
And what are we cultivating?
Yeah.
What are we growing?
It's what we're feeding, right?
Right.
It's like the food, the provision.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, yeah, it's a very like dangerous topic. And I feel like, I could sit down with anybody, and I'm pretty sure you feel the same way. We could sit down with any, pastor per se, and confront that and have that conversation, because it's if they're kind of like in the pyramid, we're like in the lowest portion.
Yeah,
we can understand, and we know that it's about the community, it's about the people, is putting ourselves to our surrounding service.
Yeah.
You know, and we know this, and we're not running anything. And,
No.
and you know what I'm saying? Obviously, a lot of people are going to say like, well, why you not doing it?
Yeah.
Well, it's not like that. I don't, every opportunity that I get to talk to somebody, I preach to them.
Yeah.
You know, now I have the blessing that in a way I work in a Christian environment.
Yeah.
And I don't go out. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like it's from work to church and from church to work.
Right.
And technically I'm dealing with Christians like 24/7.
Yeah.
So it's not that like I don't have opportunities.
Right.
Obviously, yeah, like I counsel a lot of people and stuff like that or whatever, kids per se. So I'm always, you know, in that, but every opportunity that I get, like that I touch with somebody that is not on that circle, I get to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and anyway, you know, you not necessarily like say like, oh, you know, like arrepiéntete, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
why not?
I mean, I don't know. That's not my style.
Okay. I thought you were going to tell me that's wrong.
I mean, it could be. I don't know.
Why?
Because who are we?
John the Baptist.
Well, I mean, I'm not John or a Baptist.
No, but you're Gio and you're a non-denominationist.
Exactly. I'm Gio, the non-denominational. But you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just like it boils my blood.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I see those things and. But again, coming to the original question, it was just that like, and you can see how the mentality is different when small churches, they create a huge impact in such a short amount of time,
mm-hmm.
but it's because they're out there, you know, outside of the four walls. And then you have churches that being like, you know, I don't know, 50 years
mm-hmm.
In the same community, like the building is being there for 50 years.
Is it that they get complacent?
I guess. I don't know.
They get too comfortable?
I really don't know. Like, I feel like it's just like you miss the whole point of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
well, I think that's what I'm saying, complacency, because even the primitive church got complacent.
I mean, yeah.
Why did persecution happen?
Mm-hmm.
To move them.
Yeah.
They were too comfortable.
Yeah.
Right? So in a church atmosphere, sometimes things happen in churches.
Yeah.
Because it's God shaking things up to wake you up. Right? Whether it's the leadership, whether it's the pastor, whether it's whatever. Hey, move.
Like
awaken. Like I'm going to uproot things because things need a shift or things need to change. You know, he has so many ways of talking to us, right? We get hurricanes, we get storms, there's tornadoes, there's earthquakes.
Yeah.
Right. All this stuff speaks to us.
Mm.
You know, when we look at the Old Testament, when Elijah is in the cave,
mm-hmm.
right, and he's, you know, looking for all these signs, because in that time period, right, since historically, when things happen, it was always a sign.
Yeah.
Right. Mount Sinai shake because the glory of God was there.
Right.
All right. So there was an earthquake. That's why when Elijah's there and you know, or it's rain or fire falls and this and that, or there's a storm or there's a hurricane. But in that instance, God wasn't there.
Mm.
In the silence, he was there, right?
Yeah.
In the passive voice,
mm-hmm.
he was there. But we can see it as there's always these things that God can use to either shake us up, wake us up, move things, remove things, add things.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people get complacent.
Oh yeah.
It's human nature is to get complacent. And the church, if the older you are, if you're not open to stay fresh mentally and organizationally,
mm-hmm.
you can become stagnant.
Oh yeah.
The financial responsibilities and whatnot, those are, you know, you have people that are certain people personality wise, they're always gonna think about the financial side of things.
Right.
But I'm a firm believer though, when you trust God, that goes on the backside. That goes on the back burner.
No, absolutely. Yeah. And I was gonna ask you that question. It's just like, for example, like put in my personal life, right? But then my question was, you think a pastor should be involved on the financial aspect of the church?
The only time a pastor should probably be involved in the financial aspect of the church is when a treasurer or somebody comes to them and says, "Hey, pastor, we're in a deficit," right?
Right.
Because now there's a crucial situation where you've got to raise funds.
Right.
If as a nonprofit you have enough saved for contingency, and as a nonprofit you have enough to pay the bills that you have, then I think, and you're stewarding your money properly, I think you're in an okay position.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, I'm a firm believer like that. Even Jesus had a treasure.
And the one that betrayed him.
But he has somebody. Yeah. He wasn't worried about it. No. He didn't. He didn't ask for the bills. Like, no. Hey, let me see the books.
Yeah.
There's
the same guy that the Bible says didn't have a rock to lay his head on.
Yeah. So he's like,
he wasn't worried about.
I'm not, because I have an assignment and I have to worry about this thing. Right. So he's like, I don't know if you practice that in your marriage, right, in your household. But for example, like before I got married, obviously I have to take care of my financials.
Yeah.
And I learned how to deal with this and how to, manage everything. And I was pretty good. I have my savings, I have this and that, like perfect.
Yeah.
But as soon as I got married, and I'm not trying to say like, oh, I taught my wife, but we start working together, right? Yeah. So everything that I knew, I brought it to her. It's a little bit different because she wasn't like fully independent. She was living with her parents and stuff like that. So in a way, they still manage everything, right? So when we got married, I started like teaching her those things, and little by little, I started like letting go of that. To the obviously, like, there was a moment that I was still kind of like checking, but I figured like it was hurting me more, like checking and see the balance and everything like based on that. So it was to the point that I had to let go. Yeah. And today, like as we're speaking, I don't have idea.
Yeah.
Like literally, like people can criticize or anything like that, but I don't have idea of how much money do we have in the bank account.
Gotcha.
That's all my wife.
Yeah.
She is, the ones that manage everything. She knows every little like cent and where it goes and when it comes and all that stuff.
Is that why Amazon has a lien on your house?
That's probably why. Well, it happened to you too. You got that.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, I don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
And that helped me do the same thing with God, trusting him. And I don't even worry about like how much, obviously like he called us to be good stewards. Yeah. So I'm not, I'm not going out there and wasting money and throwing money around and stuff like that. Cause then I'm not going to go back to him and complain. It's like, like,
so how do you explain the Maserati?
That was a blessing. Listen,
as a gift?
It was a gift.
Okay.
Like it was a gift from God.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So I don't question him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. The
opportunity was there.
Understood. Enough said.
Yeah. Bro, people are gonna say like, what? But you see what I'm saying? Like and then that helps me with my relationship we got on that aspect.
Yeah.
So I feel like in ministry it should be exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't be worried about, like we have enough to pay the bill.
Yeah. If you're a starter church and you don't really have a person established, you don't have, I don't know, the right staffing or, volunteering to be able to manage, then yeah, sure. You're going to get a pastor that's involved in finances, right? Because they're starting and they're going to make sure.
I mean, in the beginning you have to.
Right. Well, once you're established, I personally believe there should be checks and balances. There should be policies. There should be limits. There should be restrictions. And there should be someone that's not the pastor, right, managing all that stuff.
So, and you don't think it will be like healthier that before you actually open up, like per se, a building or call yourself a church? Yeah. Do a small cell, at home, but don't, what I'm saying? Like, don't try to collect, tithe and offering at home. We just small group. We growing, and that's where you identify, the faithful people.
Oh, you're saying if you start a church at a home, not to collect tithes and offerings?
Right. So that's like, because you said like, if we starting, why would you, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you, like, yeah, you can worry about that.
Yeah.
But in my head, it's just like, if it's a small place like that, like you said, like, you know, at home, we can feed 25.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Comfortably. You know, it's my house. I still work. It's not like I'm full-time doing it from my house.
Yeah.
You know, and things like that. I can put the principle in it, you know, and teach people about it. But not necessarily like I need it. We're not a church yet.
Yeah.
You know, like we're not establishing.
No, but you got to pay your mortgage, man.
But I work. I do that myself.
Oh, you do that? Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like I don't.
So you didn't quit your job to be a pastor?
No, yet.
Like,
because, you know, like you have to be smart.
Yeah.
If you like think like, oh, God called me and you like right away with nothing, you quit and you're just going to like sit home and wait for, you know, a friend to show up. And then on top of that, say like, oh, you have to like, you know, tie here because, you know, I'm your full time.
So you wouldn't collect an offering in it?
If I'm starting, no, absolutely not. If I'm taking care of my finances still, and I still have my 9 to 5.
So how do you move out of your house into a place?
Well, but that's like you, the example that you said. Well, I feel like in my house, if we clean everything, we feed 25, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But after you expand from there, how do you?
Well, but then once it gets like crazy, then I'm saying like, okay, well, God is moving, God is doing something because, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like we're growing more than 25. So eventually what we're doing is being effective in their life. And these people are kind of like talking to other people like, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like come to a group or whatever. We're growing, yada, yada. We feel blah, 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 all these things. Then in there, then God will open a door. Cause God is seeing my heart that I'm not doing it for money.
But what if then when you try to ask, people are going to be like, but you've never asked before.
No. Because remember what I said earlier? I'm teaching the principle. It's part of it.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is if you don't make it a practice.
Well, if I'm teaching the principle, maybe we practice and maybe not necessarily like, you know, I'm making it look like, oh, it's for me or pay my mortgage. Maybe we doing it. We collecting the money. Yeah. Like projecting in the future. Saying like, you know, like prophesying like, you know, we're going to need a building. Yeah. We're going to grow. Yeah. So that money is not go to me.
Well, and I think part of it, you need to clearly explain to people.
Right.
Right. And then people need to be able to see fruits of what's happening. Yeah. Right. And then there's transparency.
Yes.
Because if what you say, I'm starting a home church, right? And what people are giving is going into my personal account as opposed to a church account. Yeah. Then there's problems.
Yeah.
And not only are people not going to give, they're not going back.
No, exactly. No.
Right. Because
you can get sued probably.
Right. Because they gave you charity.
Yeah.
Right. So and that's why I bring up I think you have to do the practice because you can't later then inject. I mean, do you have people that are naturally give, but if say you start a home church and you have people that never knew about the word of God or have never been to church, they're not going to be inclined unless you open that opportunity up.
That makes sense.
You see what I mean?
So, man, I have to do that.
Yeah. But you got to make sure you got a separate bank account.
Oh, you see, I haven't
for the
done
church.
It. Okay, so then tomorrow, I will tell my people.
Yeah. Because if it's like, yo, cash out me, here's my cash out. Whoa.
Oh, that doesn't work?
Whoa, no. Man. No.
Some people like told me, like, Pastor, like, you know, brother Gio, like, you have a cash app because I feel from God, like, you know.
That's different. They want to bless you.
No, they say tithe.
Oh,
yeah.
But you just deposit it?
At the moment,
you didn't know where to put it? You didn't know where to put it?
Yeah, at the moment, I didn't thought about it.
There you put it in an envelope and just leave it there.
Yeah.
Just sitting.
Yeah.
Because green is always green.
Even on the other side.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, man. No, mi gente. Thank you so much. Man, if you let me, we keep talking, man. Yeah, I love it.
It's like the pressure is easing.
Yeah. No, you see, like I can feel it though. Like people on the other side, like saying, like, well, you don't open a church then,
right?
See how you grow.
Right.
That's fine.
Do you know what you're talking about?
Yeah, you're not a pastor. That's okay.
Right.
I don't want to open a church. Right. I don't want to be about. You know what I'm saying? Like like leave me where I'm at. Yeah. Like I'm okay.
There's too many churches.
Yes, too many churches. Too many pastors.
Too many pastors.
You know, I'm a good actor.
Right.
I just don't want to act.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't want to act.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be the next episode.
Yes. Oh my God.
I don't even know where we're at with time.
I don't know.
Hey, Al, we still got time?
We still got time?
I don't know.
I think I said like probably not. But
we got 10 minutes.
We got 10 minutes?
We got 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
Sheesh, man.
I mean, you want to say anything else, man? If not, we can cut it down though, and you know, we can play some music.
Play some music?
Yeah. We can put a brand new hit or something like that, like one of your new songs.
One of my new songs?
Yeah.
Jesus is a king alive.
Hey.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
No, it's church like any organization is an interesting specimen.
Yeah.
To say the least. I don't want to call it an animal because I think that sounds wrong. But it's an interesting endeavor.
Right.
I think this is the right word. And when you're called, you endure.
Mm-hmm.
When you're called, God guides.
Right.
When you're called, God responds.
Mm-hmm.
He backs you. But I think too, we always need to stay afresh in our hearts and in our minds.
Right.
And I'm a big self-reflection guy. Right. For example, today I had somebody like, hey, you're doing a good job. I don't know why they said it. They just came and said it. And I'm like, well, I'm glad you think so, because I don't feel like if I'm meeting my expectations of getting things done. But apparently you think I'm getting things, or you see me doing things that I'm not maybe necessarily seeing myself. But it's because I'm self-reflecting on, okay, am I getting my task done? Am I doing what I need to do? And typically I try to practice that daily. And not that I'm hard on myself, but I think it keeps me true to make sure that I'm staying on track. Right. To make sure I'm staying humble. To make sure that I'm being obedient, ultimately. Right. Because when we self-reflect, it's like David told the Lord in Psalms, search me, O God. Right? Search me and look at my heart and tell me, where am I? Right. Because that's one of the Holy Spirit's jobs is to go and examine us. Yeah. And so we need to be open to that and ask him to daily examine us.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, we don't see the other side, right? You know, we don't see the whole, you know, POV per se, from our lives. It's just like we in it, right? You know, and it's hard for us to see reality per se, because we have, you know, dreams, hopes, expectation, our own knowledge, our own quote unquote, like, you know, wisdom. That we think, you know, we know everything and stuff like that.
Well, it's there's something I looked up yesterday because I've heard it before, but I believe it's the false consensus paradigm, right? Or the false consensus effect, where we think that, or bias, where we think that life, the way we see it, our beliefs, our values, and behaviors, that everybody else sees it the same way, or believes it the same way, or goes about it the same way. When truthfully, the way you see life and the way I see life, two different things. Oh yeah. We may come to commonalities. Right. But what I see when I wake up in the morning and what you see from a mental eye standpoint and from a physical eye standpoint, two different things. Oh no, yeah. Two different things. Yeah. You know, and it's crazy to think that the Spirit of God can unite us despite how different my perspective, my POV is and your POV is. Man. Can you POV me? Yeah, next week we'll talk about acting. And false consensus bias.
Bueno, mi gente, ya tú sabes.
No sea falso.
No sea falso.
Sea verdadero.
Ya tú sabes.
We still got like 5 minutes, bro. I don't know where you think you're going.
Oh, I don't know.
You put your hat on, the AC dropped.
Because, for you truly think we have 5 minutes?
Yeah, I truly think so. We have 5 minutes. Oh. I'm pretty good at.
But that's 5 minutes to what?
To an hour.
Oh, yeah, no, you see, that's the problem. What's the
What's the
that's
problem?
what we're not getting paid
Why not?
because we exceeding the time.
Why? It's
Because it should be like 58 or something like that.
55.
Yeah, because remember we have commercials, we have sponsors.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
So you're telling me to cut now?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna just drop the mic now.
Oh my God. Not like that, bro, because it might cost money.
Oh, my bad, man. But we have another one.
Oh my God, mi gente. Beautiful people. Thank you again
Yes.
for, put up with us.
Yes, putting out. That's the right
You know?
word. That's the right
And-
word.
Yeah, because
The first 8 minutes was a little rough.
Yeah.
It's a little
Yeah,
rough.
no, it was rough. I feel like our beginnings and end are always rough because it takes us time to
To arrancar, yeah.
to arrancar y después we don't want to leave.
That's right.
So it's like, man.
Yeah.
So we might have to do like a live and see where the you know what I'm saying, like the
See
current-
where it goes.
where it goes. Yeah.
That's right.
Until like people start falling asleep, then we know like, okay, we have
Then
to
we
cut
know,
it.
right? Once you start seeing it go from like 20, 18,
Yeah.
17, 9, 5,
Yeah.
1, and then it's just us. It's our phone. That's
Yeah.
That's
So I
awesome.
mean, I think that would be good. Like we should plan to do a live though.
Yeah.
I used to like those things and
Yeah.
interact with people like right away.
Yeah.
So
Whenever they connected.
I mean, yeah, it was or my mom or your family,
Yeah.
or,
Or Milton.
Milton, yeah, our wives on the other side.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it was okay. It was cool. It was cool.
We gotta grow, man.
Yeah,
We gotta grow and we gotta go.
we gotta grow and we gotta go. Bueno, mi gente, thank you one more time.
Yes.
Stay humble, stay true,
Stay real.
stop acting, stay real, and we see you guys next week.
That's right.
Ya
Tune
tú
in.
sabes.